All right, before we get started, just so you know, I recorded the whole video you're about to watch on the Insta360X2. I am not a filmmaker. I am not a film editor. So I did my best to keep it from being swirly and jumpy and everything. And I cut most of the more boring stuff out, more boring parts out. There's probably more boring parts I left in, but that's for you to decide. So I apologize in advance for the quality of the video. The content I can't do anything about. It's just me. But so just be a little forgiving. I won't do another episode like that because it's not a camera for this kind of a video. Bye.
No one I know is out to kill me. I guess I'm doing okay. I'm lost among the millions. Just an empty head filled with the sky. I separated my life between the boring and exciting parts.
Okay. And we are recording. Welcome back to my little channel, my non-monetized channel, because I ain't got time to do weekly updates and stuff. I'm back. I'm Clay, Ward, Texas, with Pepe, my little mule, the 22 KLR 650, recording on my new Insta360 X2, and recording audio on the X2 and on a microphone under my shirt. So if it sounds bad, that's my fault. If it sounds unintelligent, well, that's probably my fault too. A little tour of the bike. So let's take over here. So if you haven't seen any of the other videos, my front end, I've got Hatchet Man, video game reference, Cthulhu, Weirdo Army for Van City Van Life on YouTube. Go follow Van City Van Life. Chrome is an awesome guy. I'm not a van lifer, but he's still awesome. My catchphrase, not all who wander are, well, crap, because I'm always lost. Cthulhu again, my little mascot. Gilligan, my little buddy. He goes with me everywhere. I did the painting. You can tell because it's not professional, but it is green. I did lower the Eagle Mike's kit for lowering. This is for the 360 for when I'm riding, not that I go anywhere interesting. All my stickers, you'll see those as we go around the bike. The Kawasaki River Simber, Pepe, Klingons, Empire, all the right ones in the galaxies. Let's go around this other side and over to here. The Kawasaki K. I rebadged the KLR 650. I got to change it because the lettering can't be seen very well. This is not Hydra. This is Spectre. So, and Cobra and the Decepticons. My stickers are starting to come off. Again, I did the paint. It wears off over time. I've got to do some wiring stuff because I have a rat's nest in here. I'm going to put a third running light. I have two running lights. I'll show you later. They're mounted under here on each side. This is my remote for controlling my phone while I'm riding. Great big buttons so you can push it. That's why I got to put a light on because I can't see this when it's dark. I have, let me do this and make a bunch of noise doing it. I have a 3-gang switch here. This one turns on the camera, which I'll talk about in a little bit. This one turns on the running lights under here. You can barely see it in this daylight. And then this one is a blinker bypass so that I can have emergency flashers. So if I turn on the bike and turn a blinker on, see the blinker, if I hit the button, I have flashers. And you probably can't see it because the stitch line is like right here, but either way. I don't know why they don't come with flashers, but they don't. It's a 22, so it should have it. It's not an old bike. As you can see, I've got the time for some more noise. As you can see, I've got the seat off so I can do some wiring stuff. And when I get done futzing around with that and the light and everything, then you know what, I'll do the review first. These are Harbor Freight cases. These are the 4800s. This is the original 5800. The new 5800s have the same capacity as the 48s. It's just a narrower, it's like a carry-on. This one's actually bigger than these by about 10%. This one did have wheels on it, so it was a rolling box. I just took it off and put it on. And the way I've got them set up, is once I have a wrench in hand, you know what, let's lower this back down again. More noise, sorry. Oh, okay, that should be a little better. Tools, a little bit of first aid, pump, tie down, and then this one. This one is, oh, I'm sorry, I was saying wrench in hand. I'm gonna have to lower it even more because you can't see them. All right, stop it. All right, let's just take you all the way down. There, that's better. Sorry, I'm not a filmmaker, so. And I don't plan this shit out. Either way. See these, there's 3 of these. One here, one here, one here. U-bolts holding it to the stock pannier bars. Okay, it stopped recording for some reason. I don't know why. As I was saying, I have 3 U-bolts holding this to the stock pannier bars. Pannier bars. And once I have if I have a ratchet or a ratcheting wrench in hand, I can have this off in about 30 seconds, and it just slips right off. Going back on is a little bit harder. It takes a couple minutes, but it's not hard. So it is it's a quicker release, not a quick release. But if I'm out in the field, I can have these off in a minute. These wires go to the taillights. I'll show you in a minute. They plug back here. This is a special thing that I carry it on each side, so that when I have this up on the center stand, I have, if I can get it adjusted, I have a table. See, and so I did actually have a job where I had to eat outside because we didn't have anywhere to eat inside. So on nice days, I take the bike, park in the shade, and I pop this down, and I had a table. I have another one of these in the other box, so I can put it on each side and hold it. But this is strong enough to hold a plate and a cup of something to drink. It'll even hold a little stove with a burner, but I don't cook. I don't camp out or anything. So 2 of these to hold this like this, and then I can have a nice little table and a place to put my phone if I want to watch TV, something while I'm eating, or if I'm doing something and I have to have a surface to work on, then I can do that. And it's just a neat little mod, and this doesn't take up any room. It's just a paracord with a hook on one end and a cam lock on the other, so I can use it for other things. This is just for tying stuff down. I have Velcro, so if I have to put something in that needs to be anchored, I can do that by putting it over here. So that's it. Quicker release. Sharp eyes may have seen a hole in the back because that's when I was drilling it. I drilled the hole in the wrong place. So if I was to ride in real heavy rain or real deep water, water could get up in there, but I don't if I can avoid it. The other side's the same setup, except that as you can see, as I hope you can see, I have some reflectix I put back behind it for added heat protection from the exhaust. So, all right, let's move my chair. Bring you back around here. Oh, don't forget this. I'll show you this in just a moment. Now, we are, as far as I know, we're still recording. I can't tell. It doesn't tell me if it's still recording or not. Okay, so that's down all the way here. So let's put you under here. Turn you a little bit. All right, what you can't really see well here is two pins. They are on cotter keys with a cable between them. See? Cotter keys with a little paracord. And what that does is it releases two pins. See, two pins that allow me, once I take off the monkey balls that I have tying it down. So the monkey balls hold it down, and this red one I just pointed to you for, hold it down up here. Then this just literally lifts off. That easy. See, pins, and the pins in the back don't have cotter keys. Then putting it back in is just a matter of lining up the holes in the right place, which is not always the easiest thing. Like I said, not always the easiest thing. Come on. No, you're there somewhere. There you go. It's usually easier than that, but I don't take it off and put it on very much. Once it's on, I reattach the red bungee back here. I had to put the red bungee on because I found it, since there's no pins in the back, since you can't get to them, there's nothing, I mean, there's no cotter keys, there's no way to hold it down, so it was bouncing. So even with the two bungee cords here, on each side, going down to the stock little ratchet hook, it held it down, but it vibrated and bounced, and I didn't want it to bounce out of one of the holes and then it'd be off kilter and could cause a problem. So sorry. So just monkey ball goes through here, monkey ball goes through here, and then hooks there, and it's stable. And then once I get the cotter keys in it, it's really stable. What I did with my phone, probably dropped them on the ground. I know I dropped them. Oh, I set them right there. Okay. So get in here, put them back in here. Put it back in, and it's in. So it's here. It does not interfere with my rear camera, so it's not in the frame or anything. Rear camera works really well. It barely sees this. It doesn't see this at all. So, and what I wanted to show you here is this plug here. These wires that come out go to my auxiliary brake and tail lights, which are really bright, so I can be seen at night. And then if I have to remove these, I just unplug it. They're waterproof plugs. And it's a crappy wiring job, but that's because I don't generally go get the right thing. I just kind of use what I have. That's why these are here, and that's 3 of them each for each of the bungees. I'm fixing to put another one right here in just a few minutes. That's it for the functionality of the bike. Let me take this ash grab. I'll just take yeah, that's it for functional stuff. I'm going to put you back up high and do my wiring stuff, and it's not particularly interesting, so it'll probably all get cut out, but we're going to film it anyway. So I'll put it, you know what, I'll just put this right here. It'll see everything. Oh, also, when I accidentally laid this down on the side in a parking space the other day, it readjusted this to the perfect place, because where it was never comfortable, so I never used it. And then when I stood it up, this was in the perfect place. So this is going on the other side is going to get moved to this position, and I'll be able to use my highway bars finally. Yes, I know you were really worried about my highway bars. So, all right, let's see what there is to see. I don't know that this is going to be long enough to get where I need it to be, so I might have to take this one out, put this in its place, and then run it. But we don't have so much extra cable doing that. I'm not sure. Let's see. This is going to go right here, in theory. Not going to be long enough. Okay, well, I'll have to swap them. I'll have to put this one here and this one there. These are rock lights to go under the fenders of four-wheel drives. I have one under here where you can barely see it, and on the same place, so when I turn them on, they light up the engine. They don't light up around me or the cars or shine out or anything. I leave them white so that I don't get in trouble. If they were red or blue or something, I could get a ticket. I don't ride in the dark all the time, but at my current job, I'm leaving in the dark in early morning. So I turn it on. It gives me a little bit more visibility, but also it's just kind of cool. At least I think it is. This is for my tank bag, so you can ignore this. But this one, the others that I have are the ones that are run inline, and the cord is not long enough to run from where I want it on the dash down to the plug. So what I need to do I'll be right back. No, I won't. I'll be right here. Because I have to close the garage door and turn the lights out. So, all right, I don't know what you can see or what you can't see. The goal of this is to put this rock light right under the dash on the motorcycle. Right under the dash on the motorcycle, so that when it's on, hold on. So that when it's on, I can see the controls on this side, the three switches and the phone remote. If it's not going to work, then it doesn't matter. So it kind of works. I don't know how well you can see this. Let me move you over closer. So here's the light shining straight down into the bike. I don't want to put it here because and I don't want to angle it or move it anywhere else. I just want to put it right there, center it. So I can see them. However, I'm going to knock the camera over if I'm not careful. I just put the camera right here. Sorry. Wow, that's blinding. Sorry about that. So I can see them. That's all. I just need to be able to see them a little bit. I don't have to be able to see, bright day, because I know what the first one's camera, second one's lights, third one's blinkers or flashers, and then this is easy. Push play in the middle, track and in volume. So it does work. Plus it lights up my little dash area. That's kind of cool. I think I'm going to do it. I'll be right back. For this, I'm going to use the mounting stickers that came with it, because if it falls, I'll see it and it won't be any big deal. I'll be able to get it. I have these on the super duper heavy duty stuff that you can't see because of the stuff in the way. These, the super duper heavy duty Debbie sticky stuff from 3M, they don't come off. I have a feeling you could hit this with a train and they wouldn't come off. The plastic would, but they wouldn't. But for this use, after I clean my hands. All right. Either way, I'm going to use this as opposed to the high-end stuff, because I don't think it's not going to be under that much stress there, not as much heat or anything, so use it here. Okay, you're still going. I'm making faces while I'm looking at it. Sorry. It shut down and turned back on. I don't know why. I don't know if it was, you know, the video size got maxed out and it had to start another one. That's fine. But boy, these cameras get hot. I mean, you could warm your hands with this. Wow, that is hot, and it doesn't have a cover on it or anything. So, if you ever use one of these, they get hot if you're not, you know, if you're not moving, if they're stationary. Yeah, big time. So, something to look out for. Not hot enough to burn your hand, but literally hot enough to warm your hands if it's cold outside. So, just if you get the Insta360X models, 2, 3, 4, or 1, I guess. You can stay there. Just be careful because they overheat pretty quick. Okay, gotta get you mounted. Then I'll run wires. Okay. It is in place. I'll hold it in place for a few seconds and let it adhere or stick. And I'm so close it. Sorry. Stitch line. I'm back here, not as much. Up here, the line right across my face. Let me do it this way then. There, that's better. There, that's better. Now no stitch lines. That's all right. I'm goofy enough looking anyway. Stitch lines can only help. So there's that. Okay, now I'm going to run the wiring. Such all that stuff on there. Is it removable? It is not removable. It's not centered. Oh well. You know what they say in China? Bummer. Except they say it in Chinese. Alright. That's done. This is not as bad as I thought it was. I do need to go to the other side. Oh no, I gotta finish this. If the battery dies, I have another battery for the camera. The card has about 10 hours worth of space on it. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one of these right here. I've got to make sure there's room inside. See how it bounces even with the cotter keys. That's why all the bungees to hold it down. So I'm gonna put this way. Yes, there's plenty of room. So what I'm thinking is that I will put this here. And then I'll be able to use the chin strap, run it through there and hang it. And then if I need to, I have a gun lock that I can use and just strap the whole thing to this, and it'll be as secure as it can be. If for some reason I can't take it inside wherever I happen to be. But when I'm like here at home, I can just hang it right here if I don't want to set it on the seat. or if I'm somewhere and I'm outside, I just don't want to hold it. I'll be able to slap it. You have to slap it on there. I'll be able to put it there and just hang it, and it'll hang right there. And not for riding, but it'll hang right there, and I'll still be able to get this one open if I have to, and if I don't, I can always just take the helmet off. That's the plan. So we're going to see how this plan's going to work. Yeah, that's a good place right there. My high-tech marker. And now, I do it again, make it a little more level. Okay, okay. Yes, I have very high precision instruments for doing this. All right, now let's see if it works. Unfortunately, this is one of those things you can't test until you actually do it. So I tested everything I could to make sure it would work. And it works. That's my wife. Give me just a minute. I'm back from the phone call with the wife. Battery is almost dead. We'll solve that problem. No, we won't, because I don't have a cable. Never mind. We'll switch to a different camera. Bye. Well, I didn't get another camera. I just got a battery and plugged it into the whatever I'm trying to say, my brain. In case you're wondering, that's forgot, don't know, don't want to know, forgot. X2, Insta360 X2. I just plugged the battery in. So now we're running off extra battery. I have batteries to put in, I just forgot to do that. So that works. Not quite the way I wanted it to, but it does work. I wanted it to be like this, which of course it isn't, because I said that, because I wanted it that way. But this does work, and it's just for storage. And if I need to secure it, make it actually harder to take, then I can run a lock cable. I have a gun lock cable I can run through here and lock it, where they'll have to break something to take it, and that takes time. And time is what you want to, you want to make it take too long to steal. You want them to go to the next bike. I know that's rude. You want them to go down the road. I know that just doesn't do anybody else any good, but this is my stuff. So I think I'm done. Other than maybe turning these around, which I'm probably not going to do today. My wife's taking a nap, so I'm going to sit out here and play on my phone for a little bit. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm not a mechanic. I'm a college dropout. I'm not anything special. I just tinker. Maybe I find a way to do things that somebody else hadn't thought of, or I do something that's kind of neat. I think the light up on the dash is neat, except I didn't get it centered. I might try to get it off and put another sticky and move it over. But even if it's not centered, it's not that big a deal. I just wanted to be able to see that control panel just a little bit in the dark, and it's eye can. It doesn't need to light up the whole area. And if it interferes with my ability to ride, then I'll put a cover or something over it so it doesn't shine up in my face. But I don't think it's going to be in my way because I'm tall. I look out over the windscreen, so I don't think it's going to be a big deal. So either way, thank you for watching. This is Peppy. Probably need a new chain before too long. Probably need to adjust the chain that's on it. It's pretty loose. I got the center stand on it. I've got to work on a way to make the center stand have a better lever. And I don't know if I'm going to weld a length onto it to make the lever, or I'm thinking about getting a pipe and just cutting a slot that I can put on it and use my foot to lever it down easier, and then just take the bar off and put it away. Because the bike's so heavy, and that's not a long lever. It's like a 3-inch lever for a 500-pound bike. Hi, buddy. Come on. Come on. Come on. There you go. This is my outside cat buddy. He's a pain in the ass. All right. Thanks for watching. Remember, if you always do what's right, you can't go wrong. Bye.
Do one thing, then another. Do everything one at a time. Do one thing, then another. Do everything one at a time.